Poetry Center, bringing poetry to Paterson since 1980 at Passaic County Community College.
Good evening, everyone. Say hi. I'm Maria Mazziotti Gillen, and I'm director of the Poetry Center and the Cultural Affairs Department at Passaic County Community College. We're going to start the program. I know there are people still coming in, but we're going to begin the program so that we can hear all these wonderful poems read, and so that people will get a chance to get their certificates, and we'll be able to extend greetings to the parents and teachers and principals who are here with us tonight. It's a very warm day, and in order to hear the people read their poems, you know, these young people did such a wonderful job writing these poems, and we're very fortunate to be able to have this contest for them. So I hope that you're going to try to be quiet while they're reading their poems, because many of them are really frightened about reading. It's a tough thing to get up in front of your parents and your parents' friends and your aunts and uncles and cousins and sisters and brothers and other kids from school to get up and read your poems. So I hope that you'll be quiet and listen to them so that they will listen to you as well. I want to say that the contest is a result of a year-long program that we run in cooperation, the Passaic County Community College, the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council, and the Paterson Public Schools run in cooperation with one another during the school year. And the program consists of a lot of parts, but one of the parts is that we send children's book authors into the schools, and we send poets into the schools. One of our poets also served as the judge for the contest, and I'd like her to stand up. I don't know how many of you have met Laura Boss here in the school system, but I'd like Laura Boss to stand up. She was our judge, and she also has worked with many of the students, so I hope you'll give her a big round of applause. She's worked very hard all year in the schools, doing weekly residencies and running from one school to another, so I think we owe her a vote of gratitude. She also read about 5,000 poems that were submitted to this contest, and all of the poems that were submitted to this contest were good. So it was really difficult to choose the ones that were going to be first prize, the ones that were going to be second prize, and the ones that were going to be honorable mention. No matter what the prize is called, I think you have to give yourselves a hand of applause because you won it all. Because it's really hard to win out of that many people. So I think you're pretty wonderful, and every year that we run this contest and that we run this program, I see how great the children of Paterson are, and the young people of Paterson, and how much they are a part of the future of this city and the future of America, and how beautiful they are. So I really am pleased to see you all here, and I'm going to introduce now Dr. Stephen Rose, and Dr. Rose is the acting president of Passaic County Community College, and he's always been extremely supportive of this program and of all the other cultural programs that we run in the college, including all the, I don't know if some of you have been here for the plays that we sponsor, and how many of you have had poets come to the schools and children's book writers. But Steve Rose, Dr. Steve Rose, has been very, very supportive. Let's give him a hand of applause and ask him to come up here and greet you.
Good evening. Oh, you could do better than that. Let's one more time. Good evening. All right. You know, I get asked to come to a lot of events that happen at the college, and I get asked to give greetings and say things to the people who come and see us. And very often I'll say a few words and then I'll make an excuse that I have to leave or something like that. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be here all night. This is one of my favorite events that go on at the college each year, because I've been here before and I've seen what happens. And you are very special children. I will tell you that. You know, we have a lot of children. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. You know, there's a lot of children today who are very good at computers, right? And there's a lot of children who are good athletes. But you, who write poems and who are creative, that's what makes you very, very special. And I've learned on nights when it's over 90 degrees outside, I talk as little as possible, because what we're here tonight is to hear the children. So congratulations and welcome to Passaic County Community College.
Next, we're going to hear from Dr. Clarence Huber, who is the Assistant Superintendent for the Paterson Public Schools. The Paterson Public Schools help to support this program, and let's give a big round of applause to Dr. Clarence Huber.
Let me tell you first how very proud I am to be here, because you are authors. You are authors, you are published. It took me 30 plus years to get published, and you've done it in your 1st through 4th, 5th through 8th, and 9th through 12th grades. So you are way ahead of the game. You are published. You have accomplished something that no one can ever take away from you. Don't stop here. Continue to write and think and create. That is very, very important. Secondly, you are very successful because you put pen to paper and you've been creative. Most of us don't have your talent. Use your talent to benefit others. As I've read what you've written from the heart, you've written emotionally, and you've written factually. Continue to share that message with us so that we can better serve you. Give your parents a round of applause. If it wasn't for your parents or your guardian or your big brother, big sister, you wouldn't be here tonight. They helped mold you and guided you. Understand, practice makes perfect. The more you practice at something, the more you do it, the better you get at it. If you follow basketball, then you know somebody named Michael Jordan. He practices all the time. If you follow football, you might know a famous football player who's done some miraculous things because of practice. Your writing, in order to stay as good as you are and to get better, you need to continue to practice at it. Don't stop here. Continue. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to introduce Mrs. Evelyn Pittman, Assistant Director of Literacy, Reading and Writing Programs in the Paterson Public Schools. And I particularly want to thank Evelyn, who all year has worked with us to schedule writers in the schools, to schedule classes and schools to come to programs here. Without Evelyn and all the work that she puts in all throughout the year, this program could not function. So I'd like to call Mrs. Evelyn Pittman up to say a few words to you.
Good evening to the parents, teachers, and my beloved children. We are just happy to be here today. I look forward to this each year. And each year you keep making me feel real good because you produce books that are better and better and better. Give yourself a hand for this one. I would like to express my appreciation to the classroom teachers, to the principals, and all of the other persons involved who have helped us to make this program possible. We appreciate the fact that we have winners here in the audience, but actually throughout the district and in every school, we have winners because they have participated. Thank you very, very much.
We really do have a lot of winners and a lot of wonderful poems in this book. I hope that you'll read the poems and that you'll make sure that a copy of the book, that you save a copy of the book for your children. I think it'll be a wonderful thing for them to have in 10 years to look back on. The next person I'm going to introduce is Mr. Vito Mazza, President, Parental Partners World Book Educational Products, and he's going to give some awards to some students today. Mr. Vito Mazza.
Thank you. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here, and I guess I'm here representing people from the business community. I'm here representing parents, and on behalf of those parents and on behalf of those business people, I want to congratulate your parents. Give your parents another round of applause. You know, all of this began for many of you at your parents' knee. In fact, some people call it the university of the knee. And that's when we begin to cuddle and read to and love our children. And your writing is an expression of that love of reading, and I hope that you will continue that for many years to come. So on behalf of World Book, we thank you and we congratulate you, and I look forward to hearing your poems. Thank you.
Now, before we call the people up to read their poems, I'd like to just thank a number of people who've really helped to put this program together. Where's Mrs. Susan Amsterdam? She was here. Oh, here she is. Let's give a hand to Susan, who's worked with us all year as the coordinator of the Young People's Theater Series Arts Education Project, to Aline Papazian, the assistant director of the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council, to Mr. George Taylor, curator of the art gallery here at the college, to TJ Knight, my secretary who has the patience of Job because he deals with me, to all the members, the wonderful members of the board of the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council, who always come out to help us with so many projects and programs, and some of them actually we had a program on Sunday, so many of them were here on Sunday and now they're back again tonight, and I really want to thank all of them, Sue Emersano, Donald Lynch, Allison Chase, Ed Kelly, I'm forgetting people, but anyway, all the members of the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council. And now we're going to present the awards, and we're going to ask people to come up and read their poems. What I'd like to do is to ask you to come up. Is that the certificate? Yeah. What is that? Is there a list? Okay. All right.
Winnelli's not here, Besna is.
Winnelli, you sure?
Read her name anyway, just
okay. And what you'll do is let the kid read the poem first before you give the certificate. You're going to get confused. All right, a little technical problem here, but I think we have it solved. We're going to give you the first and second prize winners. The first prize winners get a $100 savings bond and a certificate. The second prize winners get a $50 savings bond and a certificate.
And the first prize winners get a gift from the educational.
Oh, and the first prize winners also get a gift from World Book Educational Products. All of the schools also will be given books. We run a program called the Young Book Award for books by young people, books for young people, and we're going to give books to all the school libraries as a result of that. So we're going to give out about 500 books to your school libraries. You'll be seeing some beautiful and new books, and there's nothing more beautiful than an expensive child's book. So I hope you'll enjoy them and run off to the library next week and ask to see them. I'm going to call each child up. The child will step to this microphone, read the poem out really loud, and then come over and Susan is going to give you your certificate. Okay, is this Vesna? Okay, Vesna Marinkovic. Pick that up, Susan.
Front row seat. When I look out my window, the first thing I see are people selling and doing drugs. I hear them wearing masks and the neighborhood girls playing innocently alongside the drug dealers. I go to the corner store to get breakfast food. There I run into some of my classmates. I walk home admiring my neighbor's garden. It is full of petunias, the flowers I especially like. This neighborhood is not a sweet place, but I love it. I've lived on Hannah Street all my life, so you could say I have a front row seat to life in Patterson.
Excellent. Keep writing, darling. You're very good. And there's your certificate. Okay. Next, Erica Bernard. And Erica Bernard will come up and read her poem. Erica's teacher is Mrs. Lochner, and Vesna's teacher is Mrs. Papadix.
How Patterson is. Patterson is a good place, but sometimes a bad place. Shooting and hitting sometimes happens. Patterson is a place of history of love and history of pain. Patterson is a mixed area, mixed because we have all kinds of people. Patterson is a helping palace for all people. Patterson is a place where people are born to a place of love and of faith.
Very good. Very good. And I see these young people have been practicing with their teachers because they're being very clear when they read, and it's wonderful. Let's call Vermel Davis. And Vermel, excuse me, is from School 4, and Mrs. Ware is her teacher. Do you need this up further? Okay. Yeah.
There are two Pattersons, one like a secret to the studio, the other rebuilt for old tonight. This rebuilt Patterson had violence, drugs, gangs, and lots of people on weird things. It has struggle, suffering, and even death. It's on the news, it's in the papers, it's for strangers now. The hidden Patterson is the one I say. It has happiness, peace, and joy, hard workers, and no violence. This secret Patterson is self talked about, really on the news, never in the paper, and hardly ever seen by strangers. Behind the violence, I feel peace.
Leandro? No? Okay. Fernandez, Alexis Fernandez, excuse me. What's his name? Oh, I'm sorry. Leandro, I read his name backwards. Great. Leandro Enrique. Is that right? Leandro Enrique? His teacher is Mrs. DeSalvo, who always has winners. Actually, all these teachers always have winners. Yell into that microphone. Yes, loud.
Like a labyrinth full of dangerous and inevitable traps, a labyrinth in which darkness is in corners, where the victims linger and the screams howl, as a wolf under the whitest of moons, a labyrinth in which I stride through the battle zone of both good and evil, trying to reach my wondrous domain, where evil cannot and will not penetrate. Like a dark room where nothing is impossible, where the strong survive and the weak perish, like a dark room, never knowing what will come out of the dark as well as the light, like a broken puzzle, lost and forgotten, destroyed by the cruelty of man, every time losing piece by piece what was once a beautiful area, like a vulture eating from its surroundings, destroying a creation which will never be the same. Patterson, will you ever change? Will you ever heal? Patterson, who will save you?
Yeah, you really should be proud of yourself. Okay, Alexis Fernandez. Oh, Zylina Sarden.
Life on the streets.
Wait, louder, louder. Get closer to that mic.
In the morning, I wake up to the sounds of rap or reggae music. My favorite cereal, Fruity Pebbles, is gone. I go to the store to buy more for breakfast, and I get ready to leave. I find wrapped up drugs on the ground, and many gangs on the corners with baggy clothes and Nike headbands. Something is stuck inside their pants. I wonder if it's a gun. A speeding car beeping the horn passes by me. The smell of burning rubber meets my nose. I see children similarly dressed like the gangsters. They take out their water guns and wet each other running through the streets. I drop a piece of napkin in the trash can and I see drug needles. I look in disgust. All this must be a dream, I say to myself as I walk into the store.
Okay, Alonzo Tongarif. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, honey. If I'm not, say it into the microphone.
The city is so big, its bridges shake with fear. I know I have seen it at night. The light shining from house to house, and the cars pass with windows shining like a smile full of teeth. I have seen machines eating up houses and stairways walk all by themselves. Elevator doors opening and closing by themselves. Some people have disappeared, but I'm not going to fear. I'm definitely not going to shed any tears. I'm always going to respect the town that I come from. I'll never disrespect my one true love, because this is the town that I always dream of. I love Patterson and all its people. I will always love this one great town.
Okay, Balkis Diab.
Patterson Face. Listen to the sound of the neighbor's old truck rumble by, his son flying his pet pigeons in the blue-gray sky. The squeaking of the pavement and the basketball players' feet, the sirens of a police car warning them to get out of the street. The occasional group of kids yelling profanities that make no sense. They think they're the bomb because they can jump over a broken down wire fence. Smell the pie no one would dare to put on their windowsill. The aroma of the BBQ steak being fried up at the Getty Grill. The Arabic sweets everyone loves so much, the Hispanic roast pork that looks too good to touch. The mixture of colognes as some guy friends pass by, you begin to sneeze and pretend to wonder why. Taste the bitter oranges that don't grow on any trees, possibly because no one ever planted any seeds. And what about our restaurants? Would you like to stop there to have some chickpea dip and fresh baked bread while sitting in a chair? Taste the gyros everyone raves about. They laugh and talk as they stuff the strange burritos in their mouth. Feel the potholes that make cars bounce on the road. Feel the grass, the little there is that has just been mowed. Behind the faces of sternness and expressions of cautions, feel the friendliness that wants to come out and greet you with emotion. See the people dance to the musical beat, watch us swing on our rhythmical feet, and listen closely, smell if you taste, the feel of our look, our Patterson face.
I think I should mention that the last few people, the teachers were Mrs. Jaros, Mrs. Pabst, Mrs. Stepinski, and Mrs. Hausner. And the The next person is Bevan Dormer from Rosa Parks, and the teacher is Miss Cortez.
$1.55. Shoe shiner for the world, the minority of the country. Weak, tempted, lack of self-respect. Headlines report about the population, mostly consistent of black and Hispanic. The reason for socioeconomic differences or a wannabe. One adult to Broadway, one red light at the corner, the other's broken. Unattended waste on the sidewalk, careless dog owner. A little boy exercising his childhood. Watch out, reckless driver. Look at Miss Precious. Used to be my 8th grade class, but now she needs some. That store owner better be careful. Those thugs on the corner make the money any way possible. Wow, never been here before. Look, bikes on the lawn. Better keep an eye on it. Fresh green grass. I'll be thankful for rusty shingles, but settle for mud. Red roses and dandelions, violets and croissants. I'll settle for weed plants and grass in a soggy butter roll. This place looks nice. What have you got? Well, I've got a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, and a dog. All I've got is a mother and a flower pot. Guess I can't live here. Hey driver, this is my stop.
Very good. You should be very proud. Next, Deani Fletcher from Passaic County Community College. Okay. Could you not play on the bleachers, please? Could you sit and be quiet? Thanks a lot. Go ahead. Yell into that, Dee.
6 cigarettes. 6 cigarettes should get me through the night. It's already 1 a.m. If I go to sleep by 3, I'll be all right. If you're here by 3, I'll be all right. 6 cigarettes is all I have left. I smoke too much as it is. I don't need to go back to the store. I don't need another pack. Not tonight. I should be all right with 6 cigarettes. But if you come back before 3 and we make movements beneath the sheets, will only 6 be enough for us both? And if you don't come back, will 6 be enough for me to calm the thoughts that shake my nerves while we're apart during these late hours of the night? 6 cigarettes doesn't seem to be enough anymore. Not to last all night with 1 in the morning. And since I've just lit one, 6 won't last until 3. 6 cigarettes, all I have left. I lit one wondering about you, and now I need a pack tonight just to make it through.
Okay, and the next person is Leslie Graham, and I think Leslie won this contest a couple of years. And Leslie Graham is from JFK, and she's worked with Mr. Varilla, who's done a lot of work with our students in the public schools and in welcoming poets and writers into JFK in the last few years.
Flashback. Play hangman, Chinese checkers, twister. Play double dutch, spin the bottle, hide and go seek. As if in a second, all the childhood games became hood games. Melinda, smartest girl in my freshman class. Who would have thought by our sophomore year, she would just be another dropout, a dropout with a child, and now pregnant with another. Melinda and Lionel, who could ever forget Lionel? Never actually stood out back then, sure does now. He was shot down by what he called his best junkie friend, Lionel. Sweet big man, sweet big man. Everyone wanted to be like Sweet. Big man could seem dead into a dancing mood. Now that he's smoking that crack, he's singing stay in school songs for one more pull. Sing it sweet, the drug dealer say. Sing it like you want it. And the news reporters ask me, how do you think you'll make it to an Ivy League school? And with the roll of my eyes and the grit of my teeth, I say, how do you think? The dark clouds smother the projects to end yet another gunfighting, cop chasing, pitiful day. You are.
Here. No, what are you doing? What's this? No. Okay, now we're going to have our second prize winners come up and read. And the first second prize winner is Nora Mar Acevedo, and her teacher is Mrs. Ferrara, Miss Ferrara. It's too high up. Thank you. Shout, shout. Thank you. That maybe has to be a little lower. Thanks.
My neighborhood. My neighborhood is always quiet. Sometimes I hear fighting and arguing. Sometimes I fear there are things to fear, but most of the time it is peaceful here. Everyone seems to be helpful around here. It's wonderful to have my friends that live near. There are good schools in my neighborhood, especially school number 29. Living here is just fine. Dixon Ave is where I want to be, for my neighborhood is part of me.
Good, and by memory too. That's a hard thing to do, because you get up here and you memorize the poem and all of a sudden your mind is blank. So we have to give her an extra round of applause for having done that. Our next person is Kendra Dowell, and Kendra's teacher is Mrs. Costello, and she goes to school 26. Get up close to that microphone, honey.
Life in my neighborhood. Life in my neighborhood is like Walgreens that is open 24 hours. Radios all night long and day. It just doesn't stop. It goes on and on and on. That's my life in my neighborhood.
Very good. Okay. Danielle Galbraith, Mrs. Peterson is her teacher, and she goes to school number 1. You want that up a little bit? You better raise that to make sure that they'll hear you, okay? Now, speak up. You have a beautiful dress.
My neighborhood. Big red roses, daddy whistling loudly, sweet flowers, happy feeling, Jesus is beside me.
Okay. Heather Wyatt, and Heather is, why can't I find Heather Wyatt? Miss Gordon, don't fall, honey, okay? You'll be fine.
Okay. While in Patterson, as people walk across the street, you'll hear the radio's loud rapping beat. While in Patterson, go down to the Great Falls and see all the sights, along with graffiti on the walls. While in Patterson, you'll see that everyone expresses their rights, and everyone has some fights. While in Patterson, you'll see that just like everybody has different smiles, everyone has different styles. While in Patterson, you'll see it seems that everybody has enough time to
You're fine.
to commit crimes and for rapping rhymes. While in
No, don't be. Come on, honey. Get it together.
While in Patterson, you'll find indeed it's not so bad that the violence is just a very long, sad fad.
Okay. Eric Bermudez. And Eric, why is this not working? Excuse me? Where is that?
Anthony Ferguson.
Oh, all right. Anthony Ferguson. And Anthony Ferguson is, his teacher is Miss Anderson, and he's from School 4.
Nowhere to play. I'm just a kid in Patterson who wants a place to play. Basketball, football for my friends. If I could, I'd play all day. But trash is everywhere I look. Chunking out the life of animals and people. Trash on the streets, if I pick it up, it will be there again tomorrow. I'm just a kid in Patterson, use the chance to say, trash polluting our air, hurting birds, hurting sea animals, hurting me and my friends who had nowhere to play.
Very good, Anthony. Did you win last year too? No, you sure? Okay. Shakaya Randolph? No. I'm going to find out. Okay, who's going to clue me in here? Roberto Santos? Okay. Miguel Vega. Okay, Miguel, stand over there, hun, and so you can tell me who. Miguel Vega. And Miguel, wait a minute, Miguel, I'll find your teacher's name. Mrs. Ware is this teacher. Go ahead, Miguel.
In my building. In my building, once you're in, all you'll see is security.
I know that you want to get it over with, but you got to breathe and yell, okay? All right.
In my building, once you're in, all you'll see is security. You can't get in if you don't sign in. In my building, the walls are dirty. The walls and staircases are too. They paint, they clean, but it won't do. In 2 or 3 days, they'll be dirty again. In my building, all you'll hear is loud rap music coming out of boom boxes. If you call a cop, all he'll say, please lower it down. In my building, if you're lucky, both elevators will be working. If they're not too bad for you, because they won't be fixed till next month. In my building, on some floors, you might see people buying drugs. In my building, parking's hard if you come around 5 in the afternoon. In my building, some rooms are small, the kitchen, the bathroom, and the dining room. I would like to go somewhere else, but the way things are going, I don't think we're going anywhere.
I think we're going somewhere. The next person is Tyrell Watson. And Terrell is in school number 7, grade 6, Miss Pole.
The North Pole. If Patterson is like the North Pole, when winter comes, everybody will get their coats and boots on to go sleigh riding. If Patterson is like the North Pole, school would be closed, and when I walk down the street, I will see grumpy old people shoveling their cars out of the snow. And the kids building snowmen and throwing snowballs hitting teachers' cars. If Patterson was like the North Pole, you would see me on Garrett Mountain, sleigh riding down a big hill. I would hear grumpy people saying, I wish there was school. I wish there was school today. And moms and dads saying, stupid snow.
That is so wonderful. Stupid snow, huh? Malika J. Williams. Her teacher is Miss Calderon, and she's in grade 6, school 1.
Patterson's life in many forms. As you look out the window, you see your life before you. You think about how you will change yourself, but all you can think about is the critics. They are all around. You say, I'll be different, but you might not be. Sometimes Patterson lifts you up, but when you hang too long, you go down, down. Every time you walk down 12th Avenue or Governor Street, you pray to God your soul to keep. It's a shame how Patterson is in these last and evil days. Sometimes you think it would be better if 1996 would be like the old days, when you could walk down the street without praying. I think the fortunate should give to the unfortunate. I think the fantasy of Robin Hood should come alive.
Excellent. Really good. Okay, the next person is Jackaroo alum, and Leslie Graham is going to read his poem for him.
My apology. My father stands in the doorway, waiting for me to return. I cannot help but wonder why he tortures himself this way. A man with so much worry, so much stress, why does he worry about me? I can handle myself. Then I recall the grief I caused him the night before, how I stung his heart with my curses and shouts, all because he noticed the worriness in my eyes and begged me to sleep. I'm sorry, Father, I'm sorry.
Wonderful. You sure should be an actress. The next person is John Morin, and John is in Miss Miola's class in Passaic County Technical High School.
A warm summer day in July. Everyone is waking up and getting dressed to go to the Jersey Shore. My sisters are fighting over the bathroom like usual. I'm in my room listening to Metallica, just waiting for everyone to get ready. 1 hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and now it's 10 a.m. We were supposed to leave at 8 o'clock, but that's my sisters for you. Finally, we are in the car, and the trip to the Jersey Shore has begun. After about 10 minutes, Leah starts complaining. Turn on the air, get away from me. Ooh, don't touch me. It will be like this for the entire trip. 2 hours in the car and everyone wants to kill each other. Now we're in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. You can hear the waves crashing against the shore, the screams of the people on the rides, the sound of the boardwalk. You can smell the aroma of the ocean and the sweet smells of the funnel cakes, hamburgers, and the saltwater taffy. After a day of swimming, shopping, and amusements, it is time to leave. Everyone piles in the car and we head for home. No one talks to each other because they are too tired to. When we get home, we go on with life, still remembering the fun we had at the beach.
Excellent. I'm really proud of you.
Get off the stage as soon as I can.
Yeah. It's a wonderful poem, too. Okay, is this Candace? Okay. Candace Marie Tomlin, and she's also Miss Miola's student from Passaic County Technical High School.
Thank you, thank you. First of all, my poem was untitled, but you put a title on it.
We probably use the first line of the poem. That's what you do when you don't have a title.
All right.
That's a professional way to put it in.
Another unpredictable day, more vinegar added to the wound of despair. Yes, another day in Patterson. More filth, anger, and poverty to live in. Much more cries and screams of hurt. Yes, another day in Patterson. Sunshine cannot cover up the gloom and darkness. The rain brings more joy and happiness than a beautiful rainbow that comes after it. Yes, another day in Patterson. Our lives are so dim and scary, too scary for someone to care. We are only happy when we are from our homes. How can this be that we live in a home of problems? Doesn't the world have enough problems of its own? Yes, another day in Patterson. Even though all this hurt is here, we love all and welcome all, and we always wait for, yes, another day in Patterson.
Very good. Good poem. Very good. Scotty A. Vaccaro, and his teacher is called Sordo, Mr. or Miss. He's from Passaic County Technical High School, and we don't have a Mr. or Mrs. next to his teacher's name, but it's Calasurdo.
Guns and violence, drugs and mace. Too many people. This isn't such a bad place. Tall buildings, trash and waste. Too many people. This isn't such a bad place. Homes destroyed, citizens with no taste. Too many people. This isn't such a bad place. All kinds of music, day and night. Too many people. This isn't such a bad place, right? This is my life that I do not hate, and to me, this isn't such a bad place.
Excellent. Very good. The next poet is Winelli Florentino, who won first prize and just arrived a little late. Winelli Florentino is from School 29. She's in 2nd grade, and her teacher is Mrs. Alessandrelli.
Hi, Neighborhood Clouds by Winelli Florentino. I love walking in my neighborhood. I look up and see the sky. The fluffy clouds go riding by. They seem to me that they say hi. Come and race with us in the sky.
Very good. Okay, so here's well, they're going to have a little common sense themselves, I think. You're going to give them certificates, so... Okay, I'm going to call the names of the people who won honorable mention, but before I do, I'd like to call up the Dean of Student and Cultural Affairs, Dean Donald Generals, who has always been very supportive of all these programs, and who actually is the drummer himself, a native Pattersonian, and was over in the theater playing the drums before coming here. So let's welcome Dean Donald Generals.
Thank you. Maria's telling all of my secrets. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the awarding of the poetry contest winners. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the winners. We're all very proud of you. We know that you worked very hard this year. I'd also like to congratulate the teachers whose dedication and commitment to these students always present itself in these types of awards and successes. I won't belabor any points that I'm sure have already been made by Dr. Rose in terms of we're very happy to see the community come out here tonight to enjoy this very festive moment. So I'd like to again say thank you for coming. Congratulations to the winners, to the teachers, and to the community for supporting these children. Thank you very much.
Okay, now we're going to call the honorable mention winners up. And since we do have a lot of honorable mention winners, we would love to be able to have everyone read, but we really can't do that. So I hope you'll take the book home and look at all the wonderful poems that are in the book. We're going to call up each person and give a certificate and say the person's name. And we hope that the individual schools will have these people read for the students in those schools. Luai Abdelatif, Nazneen Ahmed, oh wait, you know what I need to do here? I want to just get the teachers' names. Okay, Luai Abdelatif, his teacher is Mrs. Fodi. Nazneen Ahmed, teacher Mrs. Goodenberg. Nadia Alvaranga, teacher Miss Freimauer. Rosanna, is this Rosanna or that's Nadia? Oh, I'm sorry. Rosanna Opante, teacher Mrs. Peterson, grade 1. Rosanna? Nope. Okay. Tina Arroya, school number 13, Miss Freimauer. Samoya Samika Bailey, Mrs. Kempner. Euribia Belvin, teacher Mrs. Costello. No? Okay. Justin Bennett, Teacher Mrs. Costello. Zakina Castellonia, Mrs. Kempner. No? Okay. John Sengiz, teacher. Well, teacher Miss Whitney. Andre Clark. Teacher Miss Springler. Oh, Spingler? Jaquana Daniels, School 13, Miss Freemauer. Who's the next one? Tenzin Dasal, Mrs. Lewin. William Fairley, teacher Miss Nasto. Julio Fernandez, teacher Mrs. Brooks. Eric? Where is that? It can't be Eric. What's his name? Hunter. He's not listening. All right, Eric Hunter. We can't find you, honey, but we will. Okay, who's next? Stephen Guarin. Okay, Stephen Guarin. Miss Kay Smith is his teacher. What, Susan? Naki Forbes. Naki Forbes are out of order. Mrs. Kempner.
Just one moment, they're out of order.
Well, let Evelyn look for his, okay? And what's your name? What's his name? Naki. No, this one, the new one.
Juan Gomez.
Okay, Juan Gomez, teacher Miss Fody, School 9.
Congratulations.
Tiasha Jefferson.
Okay, Tiasha Jefferson, School 13, Miss Freemauer. Very good, honey.
Roberto Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez, School 13, Miss Freemauer. Congratulations, Roberto. Who's the next one? Tanisha Hinton, School number 1, Miss Morse. Fahima Haydar, School 5, Mrs. Brooks.
Winnie Jenkins.
Is her name Monique? Monique S. Jenkins, Norman S. Weir School, Mrs. Salino. Very pretty dress. Okay, what's the holdup? What's the matter?
Jones.
Who? Cyrus, we have it down as. Is the teacher Mrs. Sperano?
Miss Weir.
Okay, give me her name and I'll read the name. I'll read the name.
Her name is Crystal Jones.
Crystal Crystal, I'm sorry, dear. We kids have gotten confused, okay?
Congratulations.
Fernando Matos.
Fernando Matos, School 10, Mrs. Nicolay. Very good, Fernando.
Congratulations.
Nadia Obadiah.
Nadia Obadala, School 25, Mrs. Hooten.
Marvelous Pitts.
I can't hear you. Oh, Marvelous Pitts, School number 10, Mrs. Papadix.
Congratulations.
I love your name, honey.
Who's next? Dennis Pride.
What?
Dennis Pride.
Okay. Dennis Pride, School 10, Mrs. Papadix.
Shakif
Rahman. Shakif Rahman, School number 5, Mrs. Serrata. Yvonne Reyes, School 20, Mrs. Kempner. Anthony Rivera, School 1, Grade 2, Mrs. Solani. Iris Rivera, School 15, Miss Lewin. Jarrell Robinson, School number 20, Mrs. Kempner.
Sherry Smith.
Sherry Smith, School 13, Miss Freemauer. Very good, honey. Pretty dress. Shanetta Steverson, School 13, Miss Freemauer. Very good, congratulations. Kristen Thomas, School number 1, Grade 4, Miss Weiss. Very good, darling.
Anais Vasquez.
Anais Vasquez, School 15, Grade 4, Miss Nasto.
Do we have a jihad?
Is he in the next set? Jihad what?
Jihad, what is your last name?
What grade?
Abdelaziz. What grade? 8th grade.
Okay, so this is the other set of names. Yeah, put these here. Wait, I need the list. Now, who was he?
Oh, the first one, Jihad Abdelaziz.
Okay. Jihad Abdelaziz.
Congratulations.
Just a minute. Who's your teacher, honey? Miss DeSalvo. Pony Aberdeen, School number 5, Mrs. Poulter. Nigeria Albert, School 13, Mrs. Safian. Congratulations, honey.
Sherman.
Sherman Bab, School 4. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Mrs. Ware.
Congratulations.
Jocelyn Basare, Martin Luther King, Grade 6, Mrs. Marchese.
Congratulations.
Sean Bateman, School number 5, Mrs. Paps.
Congratulations.
Julio Bautista, School 13, Marchese. Alexis, what a pretty dress. Elias Cordero, School 4, Grade 7, Mrs. Ware. Eric. Eric Kumba, School 1, Grade 5, Mrs. McCollum. Crystal DeJesus, School 9, Grade 8, Mrs. DeSalvo. Congratulations, honey. Anthony DiTaranto, School 27, Grade 8, Mrs. Stupinski. Dara Asan, School 9, Grade 6, Miss Cosenza. Charis Gates, School 9, Mrs. Jaros. Hassan Halak, School 9, Miss Cosenza. Thank you. Danielle Henry, School 13, Grade 6, Mrs. Gavel. Renee Harrisme, School 10. No, this is Fahima. Oh, I'm sorry. Fahima Israt, School 5, Grade 6, Mrs. Musnikow. Leon Johnson, School 7, Grade 6, Mrs. Key. Who? Kenyelle Lampley, School 26, Grade 8, Mrs. Meyer. Very good, honey. You obviously have strong supporters. Waiting. Zubarin Laskar, School 5, Grade 6, Mrs. Paps. Lamont Lighty, School 9, Grade 7, Mrs. Jaros. Eddie Maldonado, School 8, Grade 8, Mrs. Burgess. Who is it? Well, let's just say who our teacher is. Get the kid's teacher's name. Who's your teacher? Dacia Pitts, School 10, Mrs. Mira. You'll have to get yours. Don't do it now, Susan. Come up to me afterwards, honey, because you're out of order, okay? Go ahead. Go ahead. Now I'm lost. Elizabeth Mercado, School 4, Grade 7, Mrs. Ware. Santos Mercado, Grade 2, School 2, Grade 8, Mrs. Sharon. Jeremiah Muldrow, School 5, Grade 6, Mrs. Pabst. Tina Marie Ortiz, School 9, Grade 7, Miss Enyart. Vanessa Paulino, School 2, Grade 8, Mrs. Mealy. Shayna? I don't see a Shayna. Instead of doing that, why doesn't she send the kid over here? I'll find out who she is. Oh, okay. Sorry, hon. Shayna Parker, school number 13, grade 6, Mrs. Harlock. What? I can't hear. I'm sorry, Aline, I can hear nothing. Okay, there's cake and punch as soon as we're finished. If you'll have patience, we're really getting close to the end now. Okay, who's next?
Sayad, I don't see but I don't see her.
Nafisa's her first name? Yes, Nafisa Saeed, school 9, grade 7. No, we're not. No. Mrs. Warren.
You'll have to come to me later.
Go ahead, go to the next one.
What's the next one?
Amani Shaheen, school 9, grade 7, Mrs. Jaros. Thank you, Amani, I'm sorry. Okay, next. Saul Rivera, school 3, grade 8, Mrs. Angara. Craig Robinson, Norman S. Weir School, grade 5, Mrs. Lochner.
Congratulations.
Daniel Rosado, school 5, grade 6, Mrs. Pat. Tamina Uden, school 5, grade 6, Mrs. Paps. Very good, honey. Olympia Vangaluskas, school 9, grade 8, Mrs. DeSalvo. Who? Adola Vangaloska, school 9, grade 8, Mr. Woodcock. Juanita Ward, school 21, grade 5, Mrs. Wexler. Roseanne Yassine, school 9, grade 8, Miss Bravero.
Raisa?
Naisha Wilson, school 26, grade 8, Mrs. Meyer. Mayor? Okay. Yeah, she's just a little, some of them are mixed up, but come up after, okay? Who's next? Rizwana Yasmin, school 5, grade 6, Mrs. Simmons. Is it grade 9, Susan?
What grade are you?
She's in 10th grade here. Oh, God, I'm having a... Aline Addison. And just a minute, Aline, we have to give your teacher credit.
Miss Cortez.
Miss Cortez. Wait a minute. I have to find the beginning of this. All right, Jahara Ahmed, JFK, grade 10, Misty Bologna. Jose Aponte, JFK, grade 11, Mrs. D. Moore. Fernando Chapada, PCTI, grade 11, Mrs. Miola. Michael Clark, Eastside, grade 9, Miss Wilson. Amy Cologne, JFK, grade 10, Mrs. Baker. Tara Crawford, PCTI, grade 11, Mrs. Nolan. Larissa Cruz, PCTI, grade 9, Miss Herinia. Very good, honey.
Washetta.
Who? Fashetta T. Johnson, JFK, grade 9, Misty Moore. Antoinette Lilly, Eastside, grade 11, Mrs. Schwartz.
What's your name?
Say your name, honey. Tanisha. Altanisha Little, Eastside, grade 10, Mrs. Johnson. Is that right? Lytle. Oh, Lytle. Okay, honey. And that was Altanisha Lytle, Eastside High School, grade 10, Mrs. Johnson. Michelle Matos, PCTI, grade 11, Miss Miola. Who? Richie Mendez, PCTI, grade 11, Miss Miola. Sunny Ramos, PCTI, grade 11, Miss Miola. Juan Rivera, PCTI, grade 11, Miss Miola. Addis Santana, PCTI, grade 9, Miss Colasurdo.
Natalia.
Who, honey?
Natalia.
Natalia. Nikaya Stacker, PCTI, grade 11, Mrs. Schmidt. Good, honey. Henry Starks, PCTI, grade 11, Miss Miola. Great kid.
Okay, I'll find them now.
Oh, what? Okay. We thank you. We know it's very hot, but I would like you to all give an extra round of applause for your teachers, for all the teachers and principals who came here tonight, and for all your parents who came here. Please join us for some cake and punch, and I hope that you'll enter the contest again next year, and that you'll enjoy reading this wonderful book, and that we'll get some nice newspaper articles about you and your great talent. Thank you.